Hi there guys, welcome to How to Succeed with SoloX Part 12. Now so far we have already covered things like how to set up your squeeze pages, how to set up your bridge page, when to use a bridge page, as well as the preferred email autoresponder that I will recommend to you guys, which is none other than AWeber. In the past few training videos, I also mentioned to you guys about how to create a list within AWeber, how to authenticate your domain, verifying your email address, how to set up email automation, how to set up email broadcast. So in today's training, I'm going to focus on this very important tool, which a lot of email marketers are not using it properly or even not using it at all. And honestly speaking, if you wish to obtain the positive return on investment with the least amount of capital in the shortest time possible, this is a tool that you really cannot afford not to have. And this is none other than Optin Dojo. If you refer to the link in the description box below, you will reach this page called Optin Dojo. Now, from there, you can see that the heading already says, Attention Email List Builders. Up your email marketing game like a boss. Optin Dojo will show you which traffic sources are responsible for your front-end and email sales, which is the back-end sales, without the need for a complicated setup. You can then stop spending money on the bad sources and get more leads from the good ones. Scroll down some more, you will see that the price point of Optin Dojo, 3 different plans, the marketer plan, pro plan, as well as the guru plan. For beginners, I would suggest you guys to just go for the marketer's plan first, which is retailing at $37 per month. If the budget allows, you can always toggle this thing on to yearly, and that is where it will be billed at $27 per month but billed annually. Alright, so that is a $10 savings per month, which is a $120 savings per year. I received some questions from you guys pertaining to should I go for annual subscription for Leadpages? Should I go for annual subscription for AWeber? Should I go for annual subscription for Getresponse? Should I go for even annual subscriptions for Optin Dojo? Now, with the exception of email autoresponder, which even I myself and the way I train my inner circle members is to just go for the monthly plan, rest of the softwares, if your budget allows, you can always go for the yearly plan because that is really a form of cost savings. The reason for that is because when it comes to email autoresponder, bearing in mind that all these commercial email autoresponders are putting you in this thing called a shared IP pool. Anytime when this IP reputation goes down, sometimes not because of your fault, but because of the abuse by other users, or I would say they simply do not know how to send proper emails, that is where your email deliverability will also get affected. And the worst part is when your email deliverability gets affected and you approach AWeber customer service, usually they can't do much about it. And to the extent that you're so frustrated, you just want to cancel the whole plan and ask them for a refund of the balance months that you did not use, usually they will not bother. Alright, so just go for the monthly plan for email autoresponder, even though you see some form of discount, which is seriously not worth it. Moving on, let's talk about why is Optin Dojo such an important software in our email marketing game. What exactly can we obtain? What kind of information can we obtain from Optin Dojo? Because you see, when it comes to making money online, end of the day is all about data collection. And with the data, that is where we can make informed decisions. If you guys have been following this entire training series, I believe this diagram is very familiar to you, right? Things like you have your A, B, C, D, E, right? Over here, these 5 different vendors, solo vendors. You're going to order clicks from them to channel into this thing called a squeeze page, which we have already covered all these things in detail before. So in case you have missed any of the parts of this training series, you can always refer to the links in the description box below. Now, from there, you can decide whether to put in a bridge page in between the squeeze page as well as the sales offer page, or just go straight to the sales offer page. As for when exactly do we need to insert a bridge page, again, refer to one of the previous part of this training series. Once the traffic has given you the information that you require, like for example, their email addresses and their first name, that is where it will enter into this thing called the email marketing campaigns in the form of broadcast or email automation, all right, or I'll say and email automation, okay? So that's where you can promote back the same offer or to other form of offers. Now, most importantly, this is the part that is very crucial, because anytime when anybody purchases the sales offer at the front end or even at the back end, this is where Optin Dojo will help you to create out this thing called a buyer's list C1. With the buyer's list C1, that is where you can start to promote mid-ticket offers to form up your buyer's list B1. and subsequently again to promote high ticket offers to get hold of your buyers list A. Right? Pardon for this typo error. Anyway, the important thing is over here. So these are the 5 features that Optin Dojo can give you. All right, of course, there are more than that, but these are the 5 main features that we need as email marketers. Number 1, Optin Dojo will be able to give us the open rates of each vendor's leads. Now, guys, let me explain to you what I mean by that. When you are ordering clicks from different vendors and they're all going to the same squeeze page and all entering to the same list in your email marketing autoresponder, whenever you send out an email, your email marketing autoresponder will only be able to tell you what is the open rate of this email. But bearing in mind, all the leads have been jumbled into a single list over here. Correct? So that is where you need Optin Dojo to track back. Let's say this email is giving us a 15% open rate. What is the open rate of individual vendors pertaining to this email per se? So sometimes you will realize that, hey, only vendors B, C, D is giving me pretty good open rates from their leads. Their leads are pretty responsive to my emails. But vendor A and E are not that so. In fact, they are giving less than 10% open rates. So this is a cause of worry. The next thing that Optin Dojo can give us is what is the click-through rates of each vendor's leads. So same thing, your email autoresponder will only be able to tell you what is the click-through rate of that email. But Optin Dojo can trace back and see, okay, this particular email is giving a 1.8% click-through rates. These click-through rates really originated from which solo-ad vendor's leads. All right, now, why is open rates and click-through rates so important? End of the day, we are doing email marketing. We need to know what is the responsiveness of our email leads. If our email leads are not responsive, they are not opening our emails, neither are they clicking on our emails, the chance of us getting a sale is pretty low. Ceteris paribus. Okay? Unless we are talking about traffic originating from real USA leads. Now, why do I say that? Because USA leads tend to have lower open rates and lower click-through rates. The reason for that is they are flooded. Okay? Sad to say, USA audience are being flooded with promotional emails every single day, my guys. All right, so unless you have a very consistent way of doing your email marketing, it will not be easy for you to get the kind of open rates and click-through rates for USA audience per se. Next, Optin Dojo will also be able to tell you the front-end sales and your back-end sale came from which vendor's leads. So let's say over a span of 3 months, you have already started your email marketing and you'll be getting consistent sales. And from there, you'll be able to trace back, hey, most of the front-end sales is coming from, let's say, vendor B. But most of the back-end sales is coming from vendor C. So there is always a possibility of this thing happening. Now, if you ask me, if most of the front-end sales come from B and the back-end sales are coming from C, I would rather go for C. Why? Because what we really want is after they have entered into our email list, how responsive are they to our emails? Not how responsive are they to the vendor's emails when we first purchase the clicks. All right? Because the money is in the list. No email marketers have said that the money is in the front-end sales. All right, guys? So knowing the front-end sales and back-end sales originated from which vendors is definitely of paramount importance. Next, Optin Dojo will also be able to tell us which is the email that gave us the sale. So again, if you've been doing this for 3 months, 6 months, all right, definitely you'll be getting consistent sales and you will be able to more or less have certain data collection that I realize whenever I send this kind of email, it always originates into sales for me. I think my subscribers really like this kind of email. It intrigued their curiosity without sounding too spammy. And from there, they're able to click into the link and that is where I'm able to get the sale. All right, so Optin Dojo can even do that. So of course, with that kind of data, you will be able to find out what is the subject line of the email, as well as the email body content, and to come up with something similar. All right, something similar to give you the sale that you want. Now, last but not least, but most importantly, Optin Dojo will be able to help you to build your buyer's email list. And this is really very, very, very important, guys. Why? A lot of people fail with email marketing using solo ads because they are too focused on only this portion. From here, all right, if you follow my mouse, all the way to here. That's it. They're only focusing from here to here. They have no means at all to form up this thing called a buyer's list, the C1, B1, and the A. Without this buyer's list, it is not possible for you to make good money with email marketing. Period. No, but no other than whatsoever. Now, of course, at this juncture, you might be arguing, man, I do know of email marketers who don't use Optin Dojo to build their buyer's list. Yes, I agree. There are only two exceptions. Number one, this email marketer had launched certain products in marketplaces like Plus, JVZoo, ClickBank, Explodely, that kind of thing. They invested thousands, tens of thousands, or if not hundreds of thousands to launch multiple products on all these marketplaces in order to get hold of the buyer's email list. That is number one. Number two, the second exception is these people are not using solo ads traffic. They are using things like Facebook ads, Google ads, Bing ads, YouTube ads, right? And their main objective is not to get sales from their email follow-ups. Their main objective is to get immediate sales, right? I repeat again, their main objective is to get hold of that immediate sales. This is the end objective of doing paid advertising on places like Facebook, Google, Bing, so and so forth. Now, even though their main objective is to get immediate sales, of course, they still embark into email marketing. But it doesn't really matter that they doesn't use Optin Dojo. Why? Because they are promoting back their own mentorship program, their own courses, their own softwares. So they definitely have access to all these buyers' email lists without using Optin Dojo. So Optin Dojo is going to be very handy if, number one, you are doing pure email marketing without launching your own program. Number two, you are not familiar with paid advertising like Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and you just want the simplest way to start building your email list fast, which is none other than solo ads. And that is where you really need Optin Dojo in order to help you to build up this thing called your buyer's email list. Why? 80 to 90% of your revenue will come from here, my dear. 80 to 90% of your revenue is going to come from here, your buyer's email list. Right? If you don't believe me, ask any email marketer, any internet marketer for that matter. Where do most of your revenue come from? The buyer's email list. Simply put. With that in mind, I would like to draw you guys to the attention of my own mentorship program, which is pertaining to solely email marketing. Now, I know that quite a fair bit of you guys are pretty familiar with my other three levels of mentorship program, like the Beginners Club, Star Club, as well as my Inner Circle. So I received numerous feedbacks from you guys on whether do I have any courses that's relatively cheaper than my Inner Circle, which is currently going at $4,997 one time, but they only want to learn email marketing. So this is where I came up with this course. Now this course will be 8 sessions of 2 hours each, one-on-one Zoom coaching. All right, it's not a one-to-group, it's a one-on-one Zoom coaching. 8 sessions at 2 hours. Most of the time, we will be able to complete this whole thing within 2 months. Every week will be 1 session. The objective is to achieve a minimum of $10,000 per month with email marketing. All right, so as you can see over here, the entire focus is solely on email marketing. So this is where certain testimonials are there. Now, I do not like to come up with fancy full sales pages because if you know me, you know me. If you don't know me, I don't want to use my sales page to entice you guys to sign up as well. All right. So remember to book a complimentary Zoom session with me before you enroll. All right. In fact, ever since I announced this course like a couple of days back or 3 days back, I received Zoom sessions like almost twice or thrice daily from you guys. Thank you so much for your interest. And from there, already 2 of you have enrolled into this program. All right. So book a complimentary Zoom session with me before you enroll. That's very, very important. Okay, because I need to know what is your current level of knowledge, your current level of expertise when it comes to email marketing. And I want to ask myself the most important question: would I be able to help you to achieve this target that we want? Currently, this mentorship program is going for $1,997 USD, which is about $3,000 cheaper than my Inner Circle. After the 8 sessions, you will have 12 months of follow-up ad hoc Zoom sessions to answer all your questions regarding the training and updating you on the latest information, okay, offers and strategies to make sure you achieve the relevant target. Now, some of you guys might be asking me, Ben, what is the difference between these 8 sessions of email marketing as well as your Inner Circle then? Well, Inner Circle is really about me working with you until you achieve that minimum $5,000 for consecutively 3 months. And it has to be consecutive 3 months. Because for my Inner Circle Mentorship Program members, I'm very concerned about your knowledge of the fundamental setup. Okay, your fundamental setup and your fundamental knowledge of this business must be very solid in order for you to have that kind of consistency of income. Not only that, the inflow of your traffic must be very consistent and in huge quantity so that you can see the kind of results. That is for inner circle, all right? Which means I'm going to work with you perpetually every week until you achieve that target. And not only do I cover email marketing, I also cover things like social media marketing, how to set up your very own YouTube channel, how to get affiliate sales via your YouTube channel. I have a lot of inner circle members who are very frequent audience of YouTube, but they do not know how to be a YouTube creator. Things like doing your SEO text, your SEO descriptions, titles, how to use vidIQ to find the best keywords, so on and so forth. Not only social media marketing, I also talk about paid advertising. I also talk about how to launch your own digital course. All right, so these are the 4 main strategies that I share within my inner circle. But for these 8 sessions of email marketing training, I only focus to talk about email marketing per se. And it's just 8 sessions, no more than that. The ad hoc Zoom sessions is provided when these people have already started to start doing their email marketing even after they graduated from the sessions, from the 8 sessions, and they face certain challenges. So that's where, if possible, I will try to answer them on my Facebook group or via my one-on-one messenger or via Skype. If I can't do that and I know that I need to hop onto a complimentary Zoom session with them to explain more, usually I will do so, and the Zoom session will last for just 5 to 10 minutes over the next 12 months. So simply put, if you are somebody who is serious about wanting to make serious money online, right, you might want to consider my different levels of mentorship program pertaining to your respective budget and to your respective interests on what you want to learn. All right, guys? So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.